This is IG Culture, the self-appointed son of scientists, and it's my pleasure to be interviewing Hopeton Brown, aka Scientist, the dub chemist, a living legend and one of the pioneers and heads of state of the Dubwise mixdown.
Thank you very much.
When did you realize that you had a talent to be an engineer?
One of the reasons why I wanted was to meet King Tubby's. After listening to the record, Roots of Dub, I became fascinated with dub. So in my head, I started putting together what I imagined a studio would have been. You know, I started doing research and delays, reverb, and I knew how to build a delay. I actually built a tape delay. But I wanted was to confirm my theory, what I had in my head of building a delay, building a recording console. So I needed was to go to a real studio to see if my theory that I had in my head was actually practical. Then I get to meet King Tubby's. King Tubby's studio at the time was only set up as a place to overdub and do mixes. And I worked at Studio One briefly. We recorded Michigan and Smiley and that Willie Williams stuff and some of that John Osborne, but I wanted more experience where a lot of popular musicians going to record. So I went to Channel One to record.
In the 80s, like a huge body of work was released on the Greensleeves label.
Yeah.
Can you speak about your experience with the late John Laws?
I have cousins living in England, some of them born here since 1940. I have cousins all over London. And I didn't even know that these records was coming out. I had no clue that they were coming out. My cousins who live here, grew up here, born here, start sending these records back to Jamaica. Hey, what's up? You know about this now? When we cornered Greensleeve in federal court, he broke somebody who into the country illegally, into America illegally, to testify on their behalf. He brought Lloyd James, Prince Jammy, otherwise known as Prince Jammy, to say that he was my boss, he was running the studio, he was overseeing everything, and it was work for hire. Actually, every artist that you hear about, they've been through the mill like me. When you're young and you don't have any experience about the business side of it, you have these vampires, they're just waiting there to stick their fangs into you, to try to suck everything. So what I advise every musician now, get legal advice. Don't, because of the love of the music, you just jump into it. Because a lot of great singers, even from America there, right? A lot of them die penniless because they didn't know what they're doing, and some crooked lawyer who worked for the record company have them sign away all their rights. If you talk to people like Burning Spear, Jimmy Cliff, because you saw the harder they come, and what Jimmy Cliff had was to do to get his money. It's a real thing, it's not a joke. It's not a joke, because what a lot of these record companies do is they have these strong-arm men, that they're enforcers, like jammies that they put in charge to bully the musicians.
I'm thinking this partly the reason you left Jamaica to go to America. Or can you explain why?
Yes, I got fed up. The same reason why Bob Marley left Jamaica, it was pretty much the same reason why I left. I find myself around all these people who doing a lot of things that I definitely don't endorse. I don't like violence. I don't like people who want to walk around with illegal guns, because half of the time is illegal guns take innocent people's life. I was fed up at that whole scene. Then what happened as part of the jealousy thing, anybody who knows Channel One sound from like MPLA, Woman Is Like a Shadow, when I started working there, that changed. It got bigger and better and better and better every day. A lot of people was trying to take credit for it. Everybody was trying to take credit for it. The musician was trying to take credit for it. The Hookim's trying to take credit for it. So you know what? One day I decided to pull the rug from under their feet. And I went to Tough Gang Studios to start working. Everybody who never worked at Tough Gang Studio start working there, like Augustus Pablo, Yabu, and all these people followed me there. Channel 1 closed and never opened after that because they could not generate what I left.
Can you explain to people why the music and creative ideas of Jamaica stays relevant year after year?
It does show the appreciation of people, because if people doesn't appreciate something, they're not fascinated about it. So that just goes to show the appreciation that the people in London had for what we were doing in Jamaica.
Do you embrace how the young people and young artists are using the technology within the music?
Of course, 100%.
What is Scientist doing these days, as well as your music? What else are you doing?
I'm doing the same things I'm doing. I'm involved now in a lot of electronics, right, in the design stage. I'm planning to put together classes, and I'm going to eventually make a DVD demonstrational that shows, you know, these guys in dubstep how to actually enhance and doing what they do better. Hey, greetings everybody. This is Scientist versus the son of Scientist in London. Big up, son. Nice to meet you.
Big up, father.
Thank you, man.